Doing all 4 Disney World parks in a single day is the ultimate theme park flex. It's a 12-hour endurance test disguised as a vacation. Social media frames the experience as a series of effortless leaps from photos to front row seats, ignoring the complex logistics required to actually reach them. Successfully pulling this off requires a massive financial premium and enough physical stamina to cover miles of concrete in a single day. This map shows the vast footprint of the 4 Orlando parks. Notice the cost difference. Upgrading to the required park hopper adds a massive fee, and plotting a 12-hour timeline reveals huge blocks of your day consumed by transit and security, stripping away spontaneity. To see if this route actually makes sense, we have to run an ROI analysis. We need to measure whether cramming everything into one day yields a proportionally higher value than simply staying in one park. At this pace, the 4-park sprint functions as a high-stakes endurance event, forcing a binary choice between covering the map and actually experiencing the attractions. The optimal strategy starts at Magic Kingdom. You have to hit the park right at opening to ride the high-intensity coasters before peak capacity hits. We establish Magic Kingdom as the baseline for Magic because its centerpiece is culturally massive, easily rivaling landmarks like the Statue of Liberty in terms of pure American tourist draw. The tactic here is to immediately target high-demand starter rides, like the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, to get a high volume of attractions logged early. This matrix tracks park, optimal action, unique immersion, and stamina cost. Looking at Magic Kingdom's row, it delivers high thrill reward right out of the gate, but your stamina cost begins rising immediately. That physical cost spikes if you make the wrong choice early. Taking an empty stomach onto an older, jerky dark ride like Space Mountain is a specific physical hazard. The sudden drops in pitch-black darkness cause severe vestibular disorientation. If your inner ear gets thrown off balance at 9 a.m., it compromises your physical baseline. One aggressive, poorly timed ride in the first 2 hours can prematurely destroy the energy you need to conquer the remaining 3 parks. By midday, the route pivots to EPCOT. It operates as a highly walkable hub, making it the practical choice for global culinary immersion. The core value here is the World Showcase. In just a few steps, you transition through different countries, rapidly sampling authentic heavy cuisines, like a massive spread of American barbecue. But combining this culinary exploration with Epcot's modern thrill rides creates a serious nausea trap. This diagram plots the biological conflict. You pit a heavy digestive load against extreme centrifugal forces. If you ride Guardians of the Galaxy, it worsens. Massive LED screens disconnect physical inertia, multiplying inner ear confusion. To survive this leg of the trip, you have to force a recovery period as a strategic counterbalance. This means utilizing a slow, 15-minute air-conditioned ride, like Spaceship Earth inside the Big Ball. Sitting still in a cool, dark room serves as vital physical rehabilitation.
But choosing to sit on a slow history ride means you are actively burning clock. You are sacrificing time that could be spent hitting another major attraction. EPCOT is the pivot point. It is the exact moment where the 4-park challenge transitions from a logistical scheduling problem into an active biological management crisis. The third leg of the route forces you to tackle Animal Kingdom precisely during the late afternoon fatigue slump. The park's primary value lies in massive-scale live observational experiences, most notably the Kilimanjaro Safari. This area comparison shows the sheer geographic footprint we are dealing with. The entirety of Magic Kingdom fits easily inside the borders of Animal Kingdom's safari attraction alone. Traversing this immense acreage carries a severe stamina penalty. You are walking miles of concrete, often during the peak heat of the Florida afternoon. And to get the value out of it, you must trade the fast-paced thrill volume of the earlier parks for slow-paced, unpredictable animal observation. Animal Kingdom acts as a geographic stamina sink. It permanently depletes whatever physical reserves you have left, forcing the final park to be a pure mental push. That push brings us to the final phase at Hollywood Studios, a park defined by high-intensity nostalgia and heavy evening crowds. Here, you face your final logistical dilemma. Do you spend your remaining time waiting in packed lines to chase closing coasters like Slinky Dog Dash, or do you mandate some relaxation? There is immense immersive value in booking a highly curated sit-down dinner experience, like eating in the simulated drive-in theater of the Sci-Fi Dine-In.
But the trade-off is steep. Committing to a sit-down meal guarantees you will lose 1 to 2 hours of park time, practically ensuring you will miss major closing attractions. To mitigate this, some use the hotel time hack. By paying a massive premium to stay at a property on the monorail line, like the Grand Floridian, you reclaim transit time and bypass the brutal exit crowds at the end of the night. Achieving the perfect ending to a 4-park day often requires spending significantly more money just to avoid the logistical nightmare of leaving the property. So, who is this aggressive route actually built for? It's for completionists with deep pockets and extreme physical endurance. If you are a first-timer or a family traveling with kids, attempting this will result in hundreds of dollars wasted just walking between bus stops. Instead, the 2 parks per day strategy is the superior method for optimization. This cost-to-value quadrant chart maps the difference. The 4-park sprint sits in the high-stress, high-cost corner. A 2-day trip lands in the optimal high-value corner, yielding the best return. Next, use this decision flowchart, inputting stamina, budget, and days to pinpoint your exact ticketing strategy. If you still insist on the 1-day sprint, the rules are non-negotiable. Meticulously manage your food intake and prioritize air-conditioned recovery. Real theme park value comes from objectively matching an itinerary to your physical and financial limits, rather than simply maximizing the number of turnstiles you can cross before